Hello, and welcome back to Let's Playtest, the Pit Fan Mod. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. If you've been watching the Hiver run, that series will be continued, but since I got ceramic plate, that run's probably going to last a little while, and I did want to get a video out on the new Assassin class, in case anyone wants to see how she plays. So the Assassin is visually just a palette swap of the Ranger, but she plays quite a bit differently. If you look at her inventory, she starts with very powerful weaponry. She's got a Mab, which has a chance to paralyze any target, organic or mecha, a silenced auto pistol, and a blow dart rifle. Blow dart rifle is also silenced and inflicts level 9 poison, so it can kill almost any organic eventually. She also starts with a stealth suit, and if you take a look at her, here she is down here. She has a permanent weak invisibility. So she's invisible up to 5 spaces, I believe. If you get closer than that, then enemies can see you. Enemies can still shoot at you or cast spells on you from farther than that if they're alerted to your presence. But so she's hard to hit. She's hard to detect. So then, how is this balanced? Well, that's what I'm working on right now. The main way is that she's got Lear levels of health. She only starts with 50, and she only gets 10 per level, so she's very squishy. Very, very squishy. So you really can't be taking on more than one strong creature at a time. Mech rooms are going to be a challenge. You have to try to isolate them. But because of her stealth, dropping down to new floors is not necessarily suicide. Just go ahead and make sure I got all my hotkeys here. He has the same 3 move that the Ranger has. There's a lot of trees out here. She's as food efficient as the Ranger, but because of her low health, you really can't be walking around with anything but nearly full health, so you do end up using a little more food just getting your rest on. Not getting terribly lucky with the tree drops, but 2 sets of razor teeth is amazing. I tend to keep my armor on for her. Oh, you sneaky devil. Come back here. Because she is so squishy. Like, this guy can easily kill me, even with my armor on. So we're going to try to kill him in one shot. And he's dead. The Assassin also has lower skills, non-combat skills, than the Ranger. So I can go ahead and show that before she levels up here. So I believe I kept her lockpick high. It seems like an assassin should be able to do some lockpicking. But her electronics, mechanical, and computer are all lower. Still good with her weaponry. Drastically reduced her decipher. And her medical, I believe, and her foraging. I think the Ranger normally starts with 45 or 35 foraging. And her biotech is lower. Alright, we got a level up, which is good. Get us all the way up to 60 points. Let's head down to floor number 1. Now, these guys have very good sensors, so they'll probably pick me up, but pretty soon you'll be able to see how different enemy detection is for the Assassin. First of all, notice that I'm not getting swarmed. Normally, even on the first floor, as soon as you step foot on the level, everything comes to get you. So one of these hurt me. You can see, because of that, you're able to sort of pick and choose who you want to fight. Alright, let's go ahead and drop everything and take care of this guy. Because of her lower foraging, probably not going to get nearly as many rock piles as I normally would. You can see how much damage even just that little mushroom took out of me. Anybody want to come? There we go. Now, the assassin is my attempt to add stealth into the game. It's one of the most common things I see people wishing it had was actual stealth. And one thing I probably need to balance... Ooh, pistol rounds is great for her. So now we have 50 extra ones. Is how much her pseudo-invisibility affects her ability to be targeted. I'm going to go ahead and level. First off, I don't want to double, and you really don't want to be walking around with 20 health or whatever I had. As for leveling, the mab requires 65 finesse, so in case I get poisoned or diseased, I don't want that. Don't want to not be able to use that, so I'm going to take my finesse up to 70 first. I believe I left her starting psionics the same as the ranger. That may change. I may make her worse at psionics as part of balancing how powerful she is. Let's see. Getting TK is always good, at least up to manipulation for her. And because she's really good at organic enemies and not quite as good at mechs, I'm going to start going into the mecha empathy tree. And I'm going to put some into pistol. Try to do some maneuvering so we don't destroy that rot pile with our tail whip. I wonder if we're going to be able to add new sounds to the game. That'd be pretty neat. I don't know of anyone that's a good voice actor, but even with bad acting, it could be funny. I mean, look at the Marine. It's pretty bad. And we got a crowbar. That's useful-ish. At the very least, it's 5 mech skill up. Alright, pretty easy first floor. So far in my playtesting, I found that things seem pretty easy and then I just die. And it's usually not because of unfair or not being a winnable situation, but you just have to be very careful with her. And you don't have Shrap Storm like you do with the Leer. So let's head down to the next level. Alright. Got his attention. We're going to start using the mab. Ooh. Ooh, luckily because of our high finesse, we resisted that teleport trap. That almost certainly would have been disastrous for her. Hopefully there aren't too many mechs on this first floor. Okay, we got someone's attention. Try to do this away from that Tarka so she doesn't get confused and blow up everything in that room. Really don't want to be taking off my armor. Okay, and we do not have Psi Shield. Let's try out our blowgun. So whether he knows it or not, he's already dead. And we can paralyze him. Make sure he can't fear us. There we go. And we got 2 tainted meat, which is pretty awesome. Ooh. I want to take care of that brain over there before doing anything else. Even if I level up, he would almost for sure kill me. And go ahead and level up. Try to get as much HP as possible. Continue our psionic spending here. All 3 of her skills are important to level up, I would say. You really can't afford to be missing. There's a lot of do or die moments with a squish ball like her. I'm gonna do one to level up the knife, because sometimes getting a paralyze off is supremely important. Ooh, see, that could have been our death. But we lived. We're gonna get his attention first. We opened the door, so this Tarka started moving. And she's dead. Let's try to get this lady's attention. There's a lot of selective getting attention of creatures with her. I did not know a food pellet could drop from there. That's a new one for me. A couple thousand hours in a game and you can still be surprised by things. That's another thing I'd like to fix. I don't really like how much the game gets slowed down by having afflictions. Like I think the Leer, if you're dehydrated, a lot of the time you lose a lot of time just having her flinch on you. Don't quite wanna... No, that's not the same one. Try to clear out the rest of this floor before testing those. A lot of door traps here. Increase health is nice. As I mentioned before, this works differently now. It doubles your current health rather than just giving you a flat 50. So it's a more perfect mirror of what decreased health does. There we go. I might take some damage and then come up and test these in case they're reduce health or something along those lines. Or if they're blind or something like that, I can go down to the next floor, take damage, and then if I have to rest, do it while blind, so I'm not wasting as much time. Make sure we're all loaded up here. Pop a couple damaged locker food pellets. No size shield quite yet, but soon. Alright. Ugh, that's not a fun pairing. Alright, so I'm going to get to the perfect range so that my silenced pistol is as accurate as it can be. And we landed both. Great. Oh. You can see how much damage just that Ravenous Zool did. Yeah, we'll wait for him to reappear. Oh, now's a good time to go test our stuff. We got a speed increase, which is pretty useless right now, and blind. Hey, as predicted. And try to walk pretty much the exact same way I came, because you can't find traps when you're blind. And we'll go ahead and rest. Since the last video, I did up the damage bonus for Insane and Seriously mode just a little bit. That's the damage bonus that replaces the penetration bonus that monsters used to get on Insane and Seriously. Good foraging is pretty important for her as well. You want to be able to keep your pistol and your blow dart rifle loaded. I did reduce the number of what are these called, poison darts that drop from foraging. I think before it was like 10 to 20, which if you use this gun before, 10 to 20 is a lot of killing power. So I think it's now 5 to 10, which seems more reasonable. Hello. Goodbye. You gonna wander around? Yeah, you're gonna wander around. It's not a situation I like. Here we go. Okay. Excellent. You can see that didn't alert her because it's a silence auto pistol. One thing I'm thinking about adding is some way for her to, create noise. Like a rock or something she can throw, or... Sadly, when you make noise, it doesn't create the noise, where you throw it. It just creates noise for you, so they know if they're alerted, they'll come. That would be a lot of work to try to fix that, but maybe someday. Alright. Get the drop on her. It's all about making sure that you're only fighting one mob at a time with her. Okay. That means there's some sort of brain coming out for me. I like to make sure it doesn't get the drop on me. Maybe that's it right there. There it is. We're gonna make sure we're at 2 distance, so it's optimal range. We land both shots. We are almost at the point where he won't one-shot us, but I think he can probably do upwards of 100 damage if he gets a good roll. Hello? There he is. And this is where complacency has pretty much led to my downfall when my test runs of her. I mean, she's just so good at taking things out and limiting the danger. I did not mean to shoot that, right? Limiting the danger to herself. That you kind of start thinking you're invulnerable, and you're not. Make sure every brain dies before it has a chance to sneak up on us. So I think she's probably still a little overpowered. She's a little bit more like the Lear right now, where... yeah, you can die and it takes skill. But... you're not as dependent on drops. And it's usually just you not playing well that gets you killed. I mean, which can be nice. It's a nice option to have. To have it so, you know, it's... because some people don't like the RNG quite as much. Oh, that's not good. Oof. Alright, it's dead. Got herself a bio slug. Not a whole lot on this floor, was there? I'm gonna go ahead and see about that speed up trap that was here. Probably also use the health trap. It's very easy to double level on. You don't want to walk around with low health, so you're trying to keep your health high as possible. Not a whole lot we can make, but she has a relatively low biotech, so we'll just start crafting our cooked meat here. Oh, our one cooked meat. Well, we'll go ahead and make a sot switch. Alright. Get everything loaded up. And next level we will have Psi Shield, but I'm going to save my level up. Okay. This isn't too bad. Let's see if we can play... keep everything paralyzed. No, but he didn't. He derped. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and level up. Make sure I don't double level. Reasonably close. Alright. So I think I'm gonna go to Might 60, and then I'm gonna start working on Perception. It can be really helpful to see long distances with her. So you know what's coming. We got our Psi Shield. Our Mech Empathy. Keep working on our TK. I could go lockpick or pistol. I don't like that I missed with the auto pistol. But I think I'm going to boost a little bit of lockpick, since she doesn't start with any lockpicks. Alright, my speed just wore off. Yeah, it might have been a risk. He might have been able to kill me right there. And those guys must be hard to hit. Maybe better to go off with the knife. It's a little more accurate. So many brains. Okay. It's almost a nice thing that they have a good sensor radius, because that means I can pull them away from other mobs. Kind of feels like I'm rolling the dice every time I take one of them on. Like, well, go down the run right here. But this game is all about minimizing risk. That's a pretty nice room. Alright, got shrooms and a fungus shard. definitely don't never want to. You almost never want to move on your last turn out of or your last move out of 3 if it has a chance of exposing new enemies. 'Cause that has a good chance of getting you killed. No dice, even with our crowbar. I definitely should have done this one first, but 1% probably didn't make the difference. Can't make anything with that. Haven't really had to use my blow dart rifle yet, but in my playtesting, it's been very needed on some of the times when I've dropped into a new floor. There's just so much stuff that needs to die, and if you give them level 9 poison, they're slowed, so you have a chance to dance around the room. These guys have killed me many times with her, too. One auto rifle can take away most of your health if she managed to hit with both shots. Definitely don't want to deal with her. And go ahead and level up, just because I'm already at half health, which is 46 health. I think I said I was gonna up might and then started doing perception, but I'll add 1 there to get the boost and then continue on might. I'm gonna put a little bit more into resistance. I haven't made it very far with her yet, but I'm guessing Psy Shield would be pretty useful, and then obviously invisibility would be good for her as a better version of what she naturally has. And then TK I probably will only take up to manipulation, because she doesn't have the Psy regen to be able to cast any of those other spells very often. And since you can't get Psy Drain anymore, you're limited to Psy boosting items. Let's see. I'm gonna keep working pistol. Don't like that I basically haven't been able to hit those fast response bots yet. Oh, hello. Let's get both of their attention. Go ahead and let her spawn some ratlings. And there's a bear. Bears aren't too difficult to deal with. Can I reach from here? No? Okay. Alright, well I don't want to go through that trap. We are pretty dependent on our speed to get away from creatures, and I don't want to have a bear that I can't outrun. Alright. I'm hoping the bear will come down this way, because I don't want it to destroy that trap. Yeah, it looks like it is. There we go. I haven't found a whole lot of pistol ammo yet. I'm going to go ahead and try to use my blow dart rifle. There we go. You're dead and don't even know it. Use this opportunity to go take care of the rats. I'm gonna go over on the other side. I don't want to get swarmed by all of them. There we go. No meat, but pretty easy kill, as you see there. And because we came in over here, some of them don't even know we exist yet. And the other ones that do, it's going to take them a little bit to walk over. Don't want to tangle with her one-on-one. And because she's slow, she actually couldn't even move that turn. And she's dead. Alright, now that they're both going to be able to hit me in the same turn, we'll go ahead and use the cleave. We got some bacon. And duct tape. 3 duct tape. Good to make duct tape armor, but not terribly useful for us yet. I'm guessing if we ever get to the point where we're dependent on duct tape armor, we're not going to be doing well as this character. Get just one of your attention? No, we got both your attention, unfortunately. But the Protean can move farther, I believe. Or has more moves per turn. So we'll try to separate the two. Come on. Did you forget about me? You forgot about me. Alright, now we can put our armor back on. I guess I could have put it on there if she wasn't... didn't know about me. There's still living things around, so we can get them killed before doing the testing. Yeah, it is. I believe the ciders can do decent damage. I forget if they're the ones that have a couple attacks, one that actually hurts pretty hard. That might be able to kill me just by trying to repair it, so we'll let that be. Alright, we don't know what that is. It could be Psi regen. No? So it's either charge or discharge then. Alright, but we definitely don't want to go down to the next floor with this amount of health, so we'll go ahead and rest. Some other things to think about with this class is maybe changing some of the other stuff she starts with. What did I give her that was different besides all that? I gave her smoke grenades. It seems like an assassin-y ninja sort of thing to have smoke grenades. Haven't had much of a chance to use them yet, because, I mean, generally they're good if you're facing a whole room, and you don't want to get hit by a bunch of things. And there aren't that many ranged organics as compared to mechs. Sadly, that hasn't recharged yet, but we'll just head down. Alright, this is our first truly dangerous room. Let's think about our options here. We can make it to there, which 2, 3, 4 is right around the edge of his range. I don't think he can kill me in 1 round, but definitely in 2. We can't stay in this room, we'll be dead nearly instantly. So I'm actually going to try to escape, and we will see what happens. Okay, thankfully, he didn't notice us. And we'll try to break vision on this guy. We can close the door on him. Which one is that? Sludge Horror. Okay, it's the slow-acting one. He can rip down doors now, so we can't just lock him in. But we do have a... Oh, that was lucky. Okay. Since we have this guy on our tail, we'll just make sure to take care of him first. shoot. For some reason I thought I had one more turn left here. I was just going to close him in and try not to alert him until I cleared out more of the floor. But can't do that now. We cannot melee him. These guys do a ton of damage. I think they hit 3 times or something like that. He might be able to one-shot me. And I'm pretty sure they're immune to poison. Yeah, pretty sure. So sadly, we're gonna have to use up our silenced auto pistol. The other thing we could do is try to lure him, but we don't have anywhere to lure him quite yet. We don't have any safe place to take him. But it's worth experimenting, I think. Let's see if we can... She has an easier time getting creatures to lose track of her. So, go ahead and open the door here. Alright, let's see if we can... That was a misplay. Sadly, we did not lose him. I'm gonna break vision on him. Take care of this guy. I'm gonna try to create as much distance as I can between me and that sludge horror. Let's see if maybe he'll lose our trail. And I think we did. However, I just saw a new very dangerous enemy. So you can poison these guys, even though they are poisonous. But he's faster than me, so I can't run away. And I can't just lock him in, because they can break down doors now, too. First, what I'm going to do is get her attention first. I do not like that I can't run back down that corridor. Make sure we'll get our blow dart loaded. Ooh, and we got it. Nice. So before, all you would have to do is close the door, wait for him to go that way, open the door, he'd come back this way, you know, and you could perpetually get these guys stuck, but not anymore. They do have quite low power, though, so he dies pretty quickly. And another brain. We definitely don't want to tango with a brain and a doctor at the same time. I'm going to try to clear out as much of the hallway as possible, just to make sure nothing can wander by and kill me. Sounds like there's a Jaeger somewhere. Jaegers are obviously very dangerous as her. And they have really good sensors. 2 Jaegers. Anything else? Weapon locker, that's nice. About up here. Okay. That security bot was, I don't know, somewhere around here. So it's unlikely that it'd be able to go up this way and take a shot at me. So what I'm gonna do... sadly it didn't land. There we go. And now we run. Thankfully we got the level up. can definitely kill us in one turn, so we're going to go ahead and get our level up. Keep going with largely the same plan as we had before. Since we have a weapon locker over there, going to boost lockpick. And I really don't want to be using my pistol rounds, because they're my only way to take out mechs. So I'd either want to use my blowout rifle, or chance it on the map, but that doesn't seem like a good idea. The blowout rifle doesn't have the best range, it's 5 or something like that. Yeah. We got it. Thankfully he missed one. Jaegers also have low power, so he's quick to die. Now all we gotta do is take care of that security bot. There's two ways of thinking with this. You can get nice and close so that both your shots will hit. But because this is a Mark II, I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him, even if I hit with both shots. So I'm going to keep a little bit of distance. Ow. You can see how much damage that did. That's an astounding amount of damage. So as silly as it seems, I'm going to rest. There's a lot of short resting with her. I forgot to set up the speed hack, so I don't think that'll be set up in time for me to just speed through this. Let's see here. Enable speed hack. There we go. Now that we've got one shot on her, I think... Oh, that's not good. Hopefully he doesn't see me. He is a real challenge to take out. I'm not really sure how I'm going to take him out. Definitely want to kill you. One more mab should do the trick. There we go. Just want to make sure I had my armor on there. Okay, we'll get nice and close here. And so we can duck back around the corner if we need to. Okay, good. See if we'll get lucky here. We did not. Ow. Okay, we can take one more shot. And we got him paralyzed. Nice. Oh, why did you have to come now? Got lucky again. Nice. Excellent. And we've got a pretty good shot. I did spend all my skill points, so it's as good as it's going to get for now. And I got a confusion ray. Let's see. Pretty accurate. Has been buffed, so it has 45 shots now. Basically does zero, not zero, but almost no damage, and causes confusion. It's the same thing that those medical bot guys, or medical bots or librarians, but can be useful. And we also got some poison darts out of the... Hey, we got some poison darts, which is good. And we got a chrono displacer, which is a new item that the devs added in Osmium Edition. Let's take a look at it. I've never actually used it. This high-tech device will stop everything around you in its tracks, but keep you from damaging any enemies. I believe it gets used in the process, so you can only use it once. But Probably works pretty well with her playstyle. It's a get out of jail sort of card. Thankfully it's slowed, so we have no problem outrunning her. Must have decent power, though. Took it a little while to die. This is such a fun weapon to play around with. I normally only get it on runs, pretty late in the game where I'm overpowered anyway, so it isn't a big deal, but having it on early on in a run is tons of fun. It can get you out of situations where you're so sure you're dead, but you're not. Hey, 2 stimulants is nice. Now, fear is an instant death for us, and some med patches. Those little med patches are nice because with her, sometimes you just need a little bit of health, so you're not... Oh, that's where that guy went. I'm just going to leave him alone. With her, you get into positions where you just need a little bit of health so that you're not, going to die the next round. I'm going to put my armor on in here so that something doesn't walk around the corner and get 2 free shots on me. And yes, I have died that way in playtesting as well. Okay, still got that initial room to take care of. Anything worth it in here? Well, I mean, he can drop pistol rounds. He has a pretty good chance. I think it's like 45% or something like that to drop pistol rounds, so it's really low on pistol rounds. In fact, because of that, I'm going to try to melee him. Alright, we got it. And we basically pretty much doubled the amount of pistol rounds we have. And another door trap there. I guess I'll hit that up on the way back up to the exit. It's important to still be careful with her, even though most of the floor is cleared out. Only takes 1 enemy. Do not like having that guy having a free shot on me. In fact, even standing here is probably not good. I should probably stand here in case something came and opened up the door. You can hear probably a mushroom wandering around. Spend a few turns just closing doors and dealing with trash mobs. Oof. That rat almost took me on 1v1 and beat me. Or not rat, but Zulpup. Alright. And again, we will rest up. You're probably noticing a trend by now. Now that we're resting, take some time to look at our loot, see if we got anything interesting. These are definitely useful. Can cut down mech rooms that have many. If we can't get into a one-on-one with a mech, we're basically dead. So that's very good. And got some stimulants, which is nice. Duct tape can be useful. She's not the best at fixing anything. Alright. Let's move on here. Ooh. Remember to slow down and be careful. I'm no longer playing with Rapari. Okay. Hopefully we'll land one of these paralysis. No, but he's missing a decent amount, which is nice. Alright. Probably shouldn't be using the mab quite as much on those trash guys. Okay, that's an adaptoid. Adaptoids, we just run away. Run away, run away. There we go. Interesting, I don't know if... I just saw some osmium creatures for the first time. The osmioids. And they actually drop adamantium. So that seems like that could change the balance quite a bit for things that use adamantium, like adamantium claws. Normally you can only get them, I believe, from hopkinites. You know, the adaptoid sort of creatures. I think cryoids can drop them too. And from those component pods, whatever they're called. Alright. Use this opportunity to take a little bit more damage. Make sure to do the 99% one first this time. Maybe it'll make the difference. Who knows? Ready to eat food is always nice with her. Sadly, we didn't get that one. Take this opportunity to test that. Are you the side charge trap? Nope. Alright, we'll go ahead and speed up our resting here in a sec. There we go. Don't let me forget about that sludge horror up there either. Just know that guy's gonna wreck my day if I'm not careful. Alright, that went as well as it possibly could have. Oh, that didn't. Alright, more food pellets is nice. I believe that's the same as the one down there, so that must be some sort of item charging or discharging trap. We do have a cooker, so we'll head back and take care of that. Do I know what this is yet? That's blind. Okay. Slow down, Nico. Just because you've handled most of this floor doesn't mean there isn't something wander around that's going to kill you. Here you can see stuffed mushrooms have been improved. They only require one shrooms. That's to make it so steak and shrooms isn't the only reason to use it. Still much too difficult for us, though. How difficult is pungent meat? We can make pungent meat. How many raw meat do we have? Not many. So I'm just going to cook raw meat. It's good to have raw meat. We can make sausages with it. Alright, that's a fully used cooker. Alright. No reason to try using this. We'll just destroy whatever we love. I forget if it was up here that sludge horror was. Ah, there it is. Just go ahead and avoid it. Alright, and that takes us to the next floor. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.